Is coming to you from the island of Aegina in Greece. In terms of mythology, Aegina was the daughter of a river god and a nymph, and later she bore children for the god Zeus. And it was when one of those children became king, I'm not sure of where, but became king, that this island was named for her. So I've spent the last week here, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience and what this island has been like. So it's about a 40 to 60 minute ferry ride from Athens, depending on if you're taking the fast ferry or the slow ferry. It's also about 90 kilometers squared and a population of about 9,000, and it's quite beautiful. I'll do a pan of where I am now in a few minutes. So my experience here has been relatively limited. I haven't gone to all of the villages and so on, but I can speak to three. So the first is Aegina itself, Aegina town, and that's where you come in on the ferry. When you come off the ferry, look for the pistachio stand, not the one that's facing right, but the one that's facing head on. This island is known very much for pistachios in this day of age, and there's a gentleman there who is a pistachio farmer, and I think I've got the weight of a small child in my bag in pistachio products from him. Just absolutely delicious, homemade pistachio pesto and pistachio cream, which is kind of like a Nutella sort of sweet spread, which is really, really delicious. And he's an excellent salesman, which is probably why I'm coming home with so much. But and also obviously a great entrepreneur, because he's got some great products. So Aegina town is kind of hustle and bustle. It's where people come in from the city, and lots of restaurants, lots of shops. Really, really great. We also spent some time in Paradiso, which is on the south side of the island, and that's a fishing town. Really great for seafood. We had a great time at a restaurant, which I don't remember the name, unfortunately, but had a really great waitress named Stella. The hospitality here on the island is fantastic. A lot of great customer service, which is wonderful. And then basically most of the time I've spent here has been here in Savala. Right now I'm coming to you from my balcony at the Xanthippi hotel. And this has been home base for the last week. The staff here are quite charming and very sweet. So Nikos is the one who runs the hotel. His family has been in the hotel business for a number of years. I believe he said since 1920. And then also Rita in the mornings, in kind of the breakfast nook. She is also incredibly delightful and helpful as well. So like I said, the hotel is called the Xanthippi Hotel. It's a good location. It's right near the port of Savala, so very easy to get to from the ferry that comes directly here, although that ferry doesn't run as often as the one to Aegina proper. And some of the things that we've been doing on the island in terms of things that you might want to check out that have been really interesting and cool. There's the Temple of Ephaea, and that is, you know, an ancient temple to the goddess Ephaea. My partners in crime in here and I have had some mixed experiences about kind of the energy that we picked up there, but still a beautiful place with a beautiful view. We also went to the big church here of I want to say Nicaros, and that was a really incredible experience. We happened to go at the time of prayers, so hearing the singing and watching the people engaging in their religion and their spirituality was quite moving. Beautiful architecture. And one of the other big things that we did here was hike up to an olive grove, an ancient olive grove with trees that were hundreds of years old, if not thousands, some of them. So that was a really incredible and touching experience as well. So if you're looking to travel to Greece, there's obviously a lot of islands that people talk about. Aegina is a gem, and I encourage you to visit here as well.